I'm back at Universal Studios Hollywood to talk about the changes at CityWalk, the Nintendo project, and of course, Secret Life of Pets. So how about you and I dive right in? Over here near the fountain by Abercrombie & Fitch, they've obviously painted the exterior black, I pointed out in the last video, but they've also added digital screens on the outsides of the facade of the store, which is actually kind of neat. I'm surprised they went that direction because with this company, they've always done, print marketing for a lot of their stores, so it's kind of neat that they've switched over to the new digital format. And over here at the NBC Sports Grill and Brew, still no visible work on the exterior facade. Still looks the same like in the last video, so I'd assume most of the work is happening on the inside of the building. Over at It's Sugar, the candy shop is closed while they refurb the outside of the facade where King Kong sits. And it says they're also renovating the inside of the candy store itself, but finally they're getting to this outside project that's just been kind of walled up for so long. So it's gonna look good when it's done, and it's gonna be nice to have those walls out of here by the springtime, I would assume. Hard Rock Cafe is on its way out, and Twosome Chocolate Emporium is making its way in. You can see signage is down, and they're gutting the inside of the restaurant there. Hard Rock was here for quite some time, so it's crazy to see it go. And what's cool is they're not really wasting time on gutting the inside. They're moving really fast. Took the signage down, all the stuff in the interior is being either tossed or recycled or whatever they're gonna do with it. And I'm sure they'll keep the exterior of this building's shape, but they'll obviously drastically change it to emulate the chocolate factory that's over in Orlando as best they can. Obviously it's not gonna be the same look because of the space here. Over in Orlando, they just have unlimited space. And here in Hollywood, we're kind of confined to its current footprint. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this building plays out. We'll keep you guys updated every single week. And then I always know there's someone that wants to see Jamba Juice, so there it is. Alrighty, we made it inside the park. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you're new here and you love theme park content, I have weekly content, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll stay up to date on every time I post some new videos. Alright, here's this week's look at the Secret Life of Pets facade. Looks gorgeous. From this side, closest to the Walking Dead. Look at how beautiful the brickwork is. All those faux facades. Looks so cool. They still have a couple little things to install, and you can see they're putting more details in the windows. I know there's lighting in the windows as well, so at night that'll look awesome. But this is a really beautiful section of the street, and I'm glad that they spent the money on making this end of the park really look nice for this new attraction. All right, you guys want to go through a Halloween Horror Nights maze? Let's do it. All right, here we go. Ooh, scary. Oh, watch out for that person over here. Oh, there's someone over here too. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, they usually put a Halloween Horror Nights maze right here in the Parisian courtyard. And you can believe it all fits in this tiny little space. How cool is that? Just around the corner from Walking Dead, here's the front entrance of Secret Life of Pets, and look at how great the paint job is over here. This is the building in the movie. This is where they all live. That's pretty cool. And again, this all sits on two different levels, sorry. So the bottom level is where the queue space is, I would assume, and then the second level is probably where all the ride space is, because when they were building this a while ago, when I was filming this, all the track was on that second level. So looks like the design here is actually really smart, so they can utilize as much space as possible. It's fantastic. But the facade for the new attraction looks great, and I love the brickwork. I love the coloring on this side right here. Looks really cool. It still would have been cool for them to finish the facade this way so it blocks off that sight line. They might have left that open for safety reasons, but if they could have designed it to where they would have blocked out the outside world, that would have been cooler, because then it would have immersed you in this environment a little bit more. Just doing a voiceover because of the wind, but here's this week's look at the Nintendo project downstairs next to Transformers and Jurassic World. And you can see that on the left-hand side of the project, not a lot has changed in the past couple weeks. The structural steel still looks the same. There hasn't been a lot added to it. I think they were just working on a lot of foundation work. So maybe in the next couple weeks, we'll see that building kind of grow more. But a lot of the work is happening on the right-hand side of the project, and right here in the center of the shop, the massive show building that's supposed to be holding the Mario Kart attraction. There's a lot of crews on site the day I was filming this, trying to get a lot of work done. And you can see, again, that this is going to be a multi-purpose building, so the second level might be used for, the
the queue space, and then the first level will obviously be used for the attraction itself. But what's cool is if you look ever so slightly in that building, you can kind of see little bits of the track on the first level. And, you know, this is going to be like a dueling kind of ride because, you know, in Mario Kart, you race other people. So, yeah, if you look closely on some of these shots, not only in my videos, but in some other people's videos, you'll be able to see that a lot of the track is in place and ready to go. So, at least for that next bit of construction. But exciting stuff continues to happen in the lower lot, and every week we're going to keep an eye on to see how much is being added and you know, how fast this project is going to continue to grow, because I have a feeling in the next couple months this is going to get really crazy.
I'm still surprised they have this on. It's quite cold today. It's not the warmest day in the world. Maybe in a couple weeks it'll start to warm up, but yeah, I'm actually shocked that they still have this running during the day, because I don't know how many people are actually going to play in it. Over here at the Universal Plaza, all the Grinchmas decorations have been taken down and back in storage. I think the next celebration will be the Lunar New Year celebration. It's usually around this time of year. So that's probably what they're setting up to do next. But if you guys like Grinchmas, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you thought of Grinchmas for 2019. I wonder how 2020 will be. So yeah, down here at Jurassic World, it is closed for refurbishment for just a couple days. I was told that it's only down, yeah, for just a tiny bit, and then it reopens relatively soon. So maybe next week, if you're coming to the park, this should be ready to go. It's a very short refurbishment, so they might be just doing a couple little touch-up things. Wow, my goodness, raptors are coming. But yeah, once the attraction reopens, I'll have to come back and see what they changed, if anything. It might be just a mechanical thing. They might just be working on some interior pieces that have to do with the track or the mechanics that run the ride, or it could be some show elements. We don't really know. So yeah, when it reopens, I'll give it a ride and see what's going on. But if you guys were wondering how the boat slows down, this is how it slows down right here. All these magnets in the center of the track. This thing comes down that hill pretty quick, and that boat weighs a lot, so they have to slow it down relatively quickly. And if you ever wondered how that works, that's how it works right there. Here's a closer look at the heavily speculated Nintendo project right next to Transformers. You can see a lot of crews are working on this particular massive show building here in the back corner, which is supposed to be the Mario Kart attraction. Online, especially on Twitter, people have been showing off the speculated track layout. And if those end up being true, what a fantastic ride this is going to be. I cannot wait for this to open up. I mean, Universal's killing it on the construction timeline right now. They've been able to install this steel relatively fast, and there's so many crews on site at once right now. They're working their butts off. So shout out to the construction crews that have been working so many hard hours on getting all this up and ready to go for the next step, which I would assume is covering this show building up and then working on more of the interior electrical and all the nitty-gritty that takes so much time. But when you have this many people on the project working on it at once, it goes by pretty quick. And Universal's known for getting things done relatively fast. I mean, in Orlando is a perfect example. They finished Diagon Alley really fast, and you know, the new theme park being built right now, that's only going to be done in a couple of years. So I wouldn't expect anything less with this project. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you love theme park content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll stay up to date on every time I post new videos. I also have an Instagram page, so be sure to check that out. It's Theme Park Obsession. I post updates there that I sometimes don't post here on YouTube, so be sure to give that account a follow as well. But other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.